This here is a vase that you can make by the end of this tutorial. It can be used as a flower vase, an office pen holder, or just a beautiful centerpiece. Join me on this tutorial as I take you step by step on this build. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me on this beading tutorial. And I truly hope that by the end of this tutorial, you'll have learned something new. If it's your first time here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like, comment and share this video. On to step 1. So the materials we require are this diamond beads. For this build we are going to base it on the Kenyan theme. So we are going to be using the black, white, red and green colors of beads. As you can see, we're pouring them on our plate, and also will require this fishing line, specifically the 0.80 millimeters fishing line, this one, and then we unwrap it to about 20 inches long, and then we begin. Step 2. So we begin with 6 green beads, as you can see. Then we put them through our fishing line like that. You put the 6 first beads like that. You put 5, then the 6th one you do a crisscross, where you take the other end of the fishing line and pass it through the end like that, and then you make sure the fishing line is of equal length, and then you should have a circle like this. Then we move on to step 3, which is you add 4 green beads on the right. That makes a total of 5 beads on the exterior circle that we're making right now. You crisscross on the final green bead like this. That's you pass the fishing line through the other end like that, and then you make sure you balance your fishing line. You should have something that looks like this. Kindly make sure that each step you take it seriously. You pass the fishing line through the next green bead like that, and then you make sure it's tight. You should have 2 circles like that. The inner circle has 6 beads, the outer circle has a total of 5 beads. Keep that in mind, and also don't continue if your artwork doesn't look like mine. You undo it and make sure it looks exactly like mine. So now here we've put 3 green beads on the right, then we've crisscrossed on the final 3rd bead like that. Then you should have something like this. Make sure your artwork looks like mine. So you pass the fishing line through the next green bead like that, and then you pull your fishing line. Make sure your artwork is tight, and then you add 3 green beads on the right. Then you crisscross like that, and then you pull your fishing line, and you should have something that looks like this. So generally what we are doing is we are making the base of the vase, so kindly stay very keen. Make sure that the exterior circles total to 5 beads and the interior circle is a total of 6 beads. That's something you should really note on this step 3. You just repeat the same process until you get to the other end. You make the complete circle. You should have something like this. So you pass the fishing line again through that next green bead, and then you add your 3 beads again and you crisscross. If you've noticed, beadwork is not that hard. It's something that's simple as long as you follow the instructions, and this is something that you can get some side money, some extra income from. So you can take this seriously and it will help you. So this is the final bit of the base. Pass the fishing line through the green bead and also on the other end like that, and then you add 2 green beads to make a total of 5 beads on this. When you're closing there like that, you add 2 on the second one is where you crisscross like that, and then you should have something that looks like this. Yeah, so note that the circles on the exterior are 5 beads and the one at the center are 6 beads. So we proceed on to step 4. Now after building the base, now we are starting to climb up. So we're going to add 3 green beads on the right. Remember, whatever the pattern you're making, you can use different colors, so it's not a must to stick to my colors. You should have something that looks like this, and then you pass the fishing line through the next bead like that for the circle. And then you add now 2 green beads on the right, 1 and the second one, and then you crisscross on the second one like that. And then you pull. Always make sure that your work is tight so that the final product will be very tight. Your artwork should look like this. And then you pass the fishing line through the next green bead like that, and then you pick another 2 beads, the crisscross on the second bead, and this is what you're going to do until you finish that whole line. So you're basically going to be repeating the same thing. So guys, as we continue to bead, kindly don't forget to tap that like button, for it helps this content get to more and more people. And if you aren't subscribed yet, please, you can pause the video here, go down to the subscribe button, tap that subscribe button, and then come back and play and continue learning. It's always so encouraging to get your feedback, so kindly don't forget to comment down below. Let us know what you like about our videos, what you'd like to see on the next videos, and maybe your comment might be the next video that we work on. So as you can see, we are closing up there. We are coming to the end of that base that we are making. We crisscross and we pull, and tada, we've done that base. You should have something that looks like this. That's the end of step 4. So we move on to step 5. This step basically helps us widen the voice at the base. So we are adding more beads. We have put 1 green bead, 2 white beads, and 1 green bead, and then we crisscross on the final green bead like that. So what we are doing is we are making the vase more wider at the base. That's what we are doing. Then you pass the fishing line. You should have something that looks like this. That's a total of 5 beads. And then you pass the fishing line through the next green bead like that, and then you pick 2 white beads from the right like that, and then you pick a final green bead like that, and then you crisscross on the green bead, and then you pull. Make sure that your work is firm, and then you pass onto the next green bead like that, and then you pick another 2 green beads, and then you pick a final green bead, and then you crisscross on the green bead like that. And then this is the same. Now you will repeat the same until you finish the circle. For those of you who are new at beadwork, as you can see, this is not something that's rocket science. It's quite an easy task. If you practice, you can get it right, and this is something that can help you. You can start as a hobby, as I did, and at the end of the day, if you make nice products, you can be able to make an actual living out of it. You can make some extra income from this. So a big thanks to all of you who have been commenting, telling me how these tutorials have been helping you out. Some of you have actually managed to start side hustles. Some of you are able to sell the bracelets that you are able to make from the classes you've got here. I'm really proud of you guys. Kindly, if these tutorials help you, don't forget to tell us on the comments section down below. Let us know how these tutorials are helping you, so that we can encourage more and more people to take this seriously, and they'll be able to also make an extra coin, an extra dollar from tutorials like this. And for your information, this is something that people do for a living and are able to make a full-time salary and money from this. So I'm really grateful and happy that I can get to share this with you and also help someone out there, even if it's just one person, to be able to make an extra income. As you can see, the fishing line has ended, so I'm tying it like that. This is a procedure that we have done over and over again, especially on the beading tutorials. If you haven't checked those ones out, kindly do. So my fishing line unfortunately ended there, so I just tied it down, and then I just cut another, maybe let's say 16 inches to 20 inches length of fishing line, and then I attach it to the next green bead like that, and then I make sure that the fishing line is balanced. That's something that's key. Always make sure that your fishing line is balanced, and then we proceed the same way we are doing. You pick two white beads, one green bead, and then crisscross on the green bead, and then you make sure that your fishing line is balanced so that your artwork can remain uniform. And also make sure that you fasten it, you make it tight, so that your artwork, once the vase is finished, it will be a very strong vase. So as you can see, the diameter of the vase has significantly improved. It's become wider, and also I've introduced the white colors so that they can make the outline. I'm trying to imitate the Kenyan flag theme. So this is the white bit, this is the base, so the green, it definitely goes at the bottom, and then the next color is white, and then the next one is red, white again, and then black at the top. So this, as you can see, I'm finishing up on the making this diameter. Your artwork, make sure that it looks like this. This and just my selection of colors, but they can work for any other vase. Finishing up with the two white beads, and then you crisscross, and then you pull the fishing line like that. As you can see, our artwork looks pretty well. Make sure that it's rigid, it's firm, and I'm going to do a part 2 of making this vase, so that we can continue slowly and make sure that all of you get it right. Thank you for watching to this point. Kindly don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment down below, and also tap the like button. Help us get to more people, and see you on part 2 of making a beaded vase. Thank you.
Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. I'll